This is the Ornery One, and you're watching our BC by BC 22 ride.
Yes, which is a border to border and coast to coast 11,000-mile ride, 2 different highways, all along the backwoods of America.
That's right. If you guys like motorcycle content, then you're at the right channel. Please subscribe, like, and share with your riding buddies. Oh yeah, let's get to it.
Oh, here we are right here, y'all, in Memphis, Tennessee. We're heading over to Memphis Shades, our great sponsors, of course, of our windshield and our handguards that I love so very much. And this is really the first day of our BC by BC 22. Like I said, we're going to go over here and meet up with the folks at Memphis Shades, hang out with Mike, and I don't know, shoot motorcycle shit. I've never been there. I've never seen the plant. I'm super proud of these products being made right here in Memphis. Hashtag Memphis made. Oh yeah, today's been about 95 degrees. No big board of 131's been stroking down the road, eating the miles, handling like a dream. Steph is on the back, whistling in the wind, and we're just loving it. Check this out, guys. So we're in Memphis at Memphis Shades. Right there's Mike. We're just gonna roll up in here. Oh yeah, pretty cool, right?
What's this little town called, Mike?
Rossville, Tennessee.
Rossville, Tennessee. I know that you said something really cool. Not only is Memphis Shades made here, but
Eggo waffles are made here too.
the stuff that we find out when we hit these places is unreal, because I figured Memphis Shades would be in the middle of Memphis and there'd be a lot of like big businesses around, but it ain't so much.
No, coming out to the country.
Yeah, we're out in the country. Like, we rode down the road and I turned around to Steph and I was like, you think we're in the right spot? Oh yeah, when we rode up, Memphis Shades, no doubt about it. And that's what we're doing right now. I'm just gonna pan around here. Like Steph said, we're hanging out here with Mike at Memphis Shades. There's the big bore, and of course you guys know we run that 6.5-inch windshield with the hand guards that all y'all gave me so much grief about. But now guess what? Y'all buying them now, aren't you? Mm-hmm. All right, Mike.
That's right.
So a little bit about you. You've been here for what, 10 years?
Been here about 10 years now. I am technically on paper the sales and marketing manager. We've got a couple of, being a small company, we all wear several hats. So.
Well, you said something right there. I want to make that very clear to you guys. When we talk about Memphis Shades, we're talking about made in Memphis by people that's made it their whole life. I mean, we were just talking with some of your crew members that have been here forever.
18 years, we got several that have been here 20 plus years.
So we were just sharing that too. Whenever you see a company and you're buying their product and you don't see that turnover rate, you know that company's doing something right alone with the crew that they have on there, keeping them on.
Right.
Because anymore, you know how it is. This is not an Amazon-based thing. That's one thing I was going to just say really quick. We're going to show you around the facilities here. They've already shut down, so it can be quiet. And we're just going to show you all little ins and out. Okay, Mike, what we got going on here, man?
So this is our E-coat line. All of our plates, whether it be handguard brackets, windshield plates, they all make their way through the E-coat line. What E-coat is basically, think of powder coating meets anodizing. So it's the dipping process like you would anodize something, but the oven process like you would powder coat something.
So you're saying all of our windshields, they're going to go through this process. The hardware is going to go through this.
Correct.
So that's, like you said, that your stuff holds up very well, because I've ridden on the bike for many, many miles, out in the sun, in the weather. So this is the process of it not...
It's not going to rust, not going to corrode. You're going to have that nice, beautiful finish for a long time.
We'll take a look over here though, guys. This is where they keep all the guppies and goldfish. We'll cut that out. Sinks.
You can see where the fork clamps are on the rack.
That's really cool. I'm gonna go look at that. So like Mike said, this is the process, guys, of basically what I would think powder coating. But say it again, what is it again, Mike?
It's electric coating.
Electric coating.
Yeah, E-coating.
E-coating. That's pretty cool. And then it just goes through the process all down the line here. So Mike, how many people y'all got in here running? We kind of talked about this earlier.
Roughly about 55 people. The majority of that is all production staff.
Okay. And then how many are there up front of the house?
Probably 10 of us all together. That's including R&D, accounting, customer service.
Okay, so you guys, like I said, right here at this facility, you guys are making what you have and you're coming up with new stuff.
Correct. It's all made in-house. We'll show you some of the raw product of how it comes in and gets turned into real life product.
Man, this reminds me of some old equipment that we used to work with.
This punches out the straps for our Memphis Fats and Slims. When this is running, you definitely can hear it crunching down on the straps. There's 8 feet of that strap in every Memphis Fats.
No shit. And the process, like Mark was saying, going through, this is their little shear.
So it
sure looks good.
Comes into this gets cut down, and then they'll punch the holes over there.
So basically you're shearing it here and it copes it. Then it comes right on over here like Mike was saying and then punches the hose. So they got it jigged up for the right hole pattern. Moves on down. Rolls it out right here, and there they are. Oh yeah, let's see what's in here. Yeah, man. Is this all water? No, is this router?
Yeah,
okay.
The routers. On this side of the room is metal. On that side of the room is plastic. Aluminum come in and we route out the plate. Probably a better one to show right here.
Oh yeah, so cool.
These are the top half of a 2-piece plate of, say, a Softail Slim. What we would do is put up the 4 pieces of plastic and turn the router on, and it would route out your Road Glide windshield. That's the 8.5 and the 10.5 right there.
No shit. Yep. So what is this material again? I know you've told me before that our windshield, windshield, what is it?
This is lucite, and that here is also made here in Memphis, right down on President's Island.
Really?
Yes.
So when y'all say made in Memphis, it's absolutely every bit of it made in Memphis.
Correct. And even our small parts, like some of our screw machine parts, they're made from local small businesses here.
Damn. Guys, man, it just gives me, I love that. And, you know, from being here at home, I mean, really we're 4 hours away from here where we live in the Ozarks. Knowing that everything's generated from right here, it really does, I don't know, it's a sense of pride. That's what it's all about. I'm going to ride in a Harley Davidson. I know. Could be cliche, but Indian, whatever you're doing, we're riding it. And we're right here at home. That's where it all started from. Everything that we do. And to know that our product is absolutely every bit of it made here, just tickles the shit out of me. So which windshield's this?
That is a Vintage Road Warrior windshield. That's the 11-inch. So they put up the piece of plastic and they run, and you can see they get on this side 3 of the 11-inch, 1 9-inch up there.
Gosh, man, that's what it's all about, right? Saving the material, trying to use every piece. So the thickness, are they all the windshield the same thickness, or do they come in very thicknesses?
Yeah, we only have one for like an older Ultra that is a different thickness.
Okay, I was curious about that too as we was walking through.
You mentioned trying to use every square inch inside the Road Warrior when it's routed out. Inside where the windshield, where the headlight goes, we get an actual handguard out of that.
No shit. My handguard.
Your handguard.
That's my handguard. Right. Okay. So every time y'all do that, you're gonna get a set of one of those. Okay.
So we're very thankful for the road warrior.
Yes, thank you, Road Warrior. See, who knew? Who knew? Oh, is that my hand shield or hand guards? Oh, I gotta touch one. And that's when they're flat. They look like kind of a bell. No kidding. Look at that, guys. That's what I was always wondering. Of course, you know, you and I were talking already about heating it up and forming it. Right. But I was wondering how y'all did that. Oh, let's see what's in here.
So these are all of our Roto Finishes. Oh. Basically, when the raw parts, aluminum comes in here, we'll put it in, either knock off rough edges or give it a nice shine. I'll show you some of the raw parts that...
Oh, so what's this? Is that...
Normally this is vibrating and the parts are moving around inside here.
So it's just sand in it?
Right, well this one's giving it a nice polished finish.
I have to touch it.
Oh, it feels like...
They're weighted too.
Right.
Chain metal, something you'd wear to keep a shark from biting you. That feel. Oh wow, so heavy. So cool. All right. Mike's excited to show us and I get excited about, all right, what we got here?
See, this one has different finish on it. You can see there's still some parts down in here. And that's a plastic media that's for polishing.
So there's moisture in it.
Right, normally when this is running, it's kind of foaming up and you can see some of the foam.
Okay.
That's a handguard bracket right there.
Man, yeah, what a finish. And nothing to cut you. That badass.
And then when it leaves that one, it'll go to one of the polishing ones.
So it's a total process down through here to get it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 that it runs through, or
depending on what it is, they all may not make it into every one.
Okay. Man, how cool is this?
Here's a raw, nothing done to it bracket. Just waiting to make its way through. Same thing with our headlight extension blocks.
Gosh, behind the scenes. God, those look good. American made, Memphis made.
These are our top mount headlight extension blocks for the Sportster for our Road Warrior fitments.
Look how sexy that is. Look at all that. What is that made out of? Do you use the same run of material, say like stainless we use?
It
food
honestly
grade,
depends on what the application is.
Okay.
Most of our stuff is stainless steel, depending on, you know, what the blocks are.
So this block,
is aluminum.
this block, and this is the.
Right, you see that's.
So this is your polished aluminum.
Right.
And then you do have some things that, like you were saying, that is stainless.
Yes, like this also goes through and gets E-coated. So it's gonna have the E-coat protection even being polished.
Okay.
Or if we want to turn it black, that's where our black comes, is through the E-coat.
Wow. Okay. It's cool to see this. So you'll have a polished finish, or it may get eco, could be black,
right,
high gloss.
Well, even if it's a polished finish, it still goes through the E-coat line.
Okay. All right. So this is just the finishing room, basically.
Right.
And what do these tumblers do?
These do the plates. These machines are actually were made in-house, because anything else that we would run, we would find that the plates would get stuck. So we have different dividers so she can run the plates and they don't get all jammed up. And
okay, so they're actually putting one plate in each slot.
Well, sometimes there is more than one plate in that slot.
I got what you're saying.
Depending on which plate it is.
How cool is that? So like Mike was saying, you can see these plates in here. So this is just rolling around in here and polishing it. Oh man, how cool. What's this, just washers?
Yeah, just washers. Just plastic washers.
Stuff that gets me. Okay.
Now, all of our plates are actually bent on the bender. Yep. There's no machine bending. You got two guys here bending all day long.
So they've got them a jig set up in a bump, and just
Right.
every time hands on, bam, 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 bam. Once again, not Amazon.
Not Amazon.
Not Amazon.
Not Amazon. This is the room they get kind of picky on as far
Okay,
as.
so I'll stop.
And from this stage, it'll go in, it'll get bezeled, it'll get it. So I can take you back to what was formerly David May's race shop. It has now become where our Ferdals and our Haas machine out, either headlight block.
I don't even know what the hell you just said then. All those, every bit of that right there, I was trying to cipher out in my mind what you were saying. I still don't know what the hell you were saying. So I'm just like, yeah, let's see the Taj Mahal.
Right.
I thought that's what you said for a minute.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Steph is, watch us. She's seen something. Let's go follow her. Oh, yeah. Oh, that says it all right there, baby. That says it all. I need that all the time. I'm gonna get that tattooed on me. Fragile.
Maybe it's, oh, fragile.
I knew you were gonna do that. Fragile. Handle with care. That's my emotions. I'm just a big ball of emotions. No, a big hairy ball. Bearded, hairy ball of emotions. I was just talking shit. Oh man. All CNC, huh?
Yep. So these fork clamps, those fork clamps that you did the little video of earlier that were polished on that rack for E-coating, this is them raw, but they go in here and get CNC'd and get the actual slot that our slot nut goes in. That way you can adjust the angle of your windshield.
Right.
These come in as an extrusion.
Yep.
And in the room where the Roto Finishers are, we cut these in half. You can see it also gets the post.
And I mean, there's a lot of people out here that are familiar with machining.
Right.
But we're making this video and showing the people that don't know much about machining and how the process. So what we're talking about right now is the machining, and Mike is talking about the CNC. Back in the day, this is back in the day, people would do the hand mill. So now this is all CNC, where they have different heads that spin around, as you can see over here, and then they put the program in, and it, well, I mean, you got to keep an eye on it, but it's really cool to watch. It's a robot. And then you guys, though, y'all have to set up the program, and then that's a whole process too, isn't it?
Right, right.
Yeah.
You can see one of them over here is kind of set up a little more than that one. And there's actually somebody that basically puts one on each one of those.
Yeah.
And then it comes out. And then it makes its way to the Roto Finish and E-coating. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's another one, new one over there.
So with saying that, the amount of products that y'all turn out, this isn't a lot of machinery. I mean, it's a lot for most people, but y'all turn out a lot of product. Y'all are after it every day, day in and day out.
Right, if this was normal production time hours, all of these machines would be running. And those two machines right there at the end, they're actually doing 3 different processes at once.
Steph and Mike and I were just talking about everything in here, guys, is basically almost from right down the road. It's all U.S. made, which is so dear to my heart. Well, there we go.
This is not those blocks.
Right.
This is more than likely our Dyna block.
Like these blocks, I guess.
Yeah, that block would be the block that you had in your hand earlier, or the top mount.
Okay.
The top mount
So
down.
for
The
this,
top mount headlight block, the big one that was the...
What's all the pinstriping here and lines.
Okay, so basically those stand for a point. When he digitizes the fairing, he's using each one of these as a location point, and what he'll do is he'll take it in to the CFD software where we've modeled out the fairing, the windshield, and actually run different variations of what the windshield looks like before we actually make any type of prototype. It's basically, the simplest way to say it is like a virtual wind tunnel.
Okay. So it's a map to tell you every point.
Right. And basically he makes this one side and mirrors it over and has the full fairing.
Wow.
And also when the bike was in here, we also did the same thing to the bike itself, where he's mapped out the entire bike.
Tell me that don't take time.
Yeah.
Super dig that. I thought it was just Spider-Man. You know, just a good, look, it's totally different.
It's basically just the digitizing arm, and what he does is just like you saw that fairing there, this one has, and he's touching off, and in the computer it's reading each one of those points, and he'll take it and it'll make an actual, he still has to go in and clean it up, but makes a 3D model of this part. Wow. And for shiny bikes, you throw on a little tough acting tenactin.
Oh yeah, to keep the flow, yo. Isn't that cool?
Sometimes if the bike's too shiny, it's hard for it to pick it up and see. So you spray a little
Really?
tenactin on there.
There's no doubt we had a good time hanging out with Elvis. Really, we're hanging out with Mike right over here at Memphis Shades here in Memphis. This has been a really great tour, man. It opened my eyes up to see what really goes on behind the scenes to get these awesome fairings and handguards that we run. We want to thank you, Mike, so much. Not only for taking the time, letting us see around here, but taking the time out of your life, because he's staying after hours. And plus, man, being so good to us, it really means a lot to Stefan.
We appreciate you and Steph.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. If you guys get to wondering a little bit more about what goes on here, you'll just have to call him and ask him.